Hey, welcome to the YouGoin'Pro channel, where we help athletes develop proficiency and assist in their passion for the game they love. This is your very own Coach Larry. We're going to go over some great things today, and today's topic is what high school players or high school baseball players need to prepare for the 2026 season coming up, because there has been drastic changes in the NCAA. And with that being said, I'm here to equip you guys, as I stated in my beginning, my slogan. We help develop proficiency in every athlete that we train. So with this, I'm going to give you 5 tips to prepare for 2026. Now, this is for all the guys that have not been committed, don't have a place to play yet, don't know where they're going to play, are kind of on the fence a little bit. This is some great tips. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. The very first thing you need to understand is it's not too late yet. You're still playing baseball right now. The season's still going. There's district play. There's going to be state play. It's okay. It's not the end of the world yet, because there are still guys still recruiting. And also remember that the NCAA and D1, D2, they're still playing baseball right now. So you still got a little bit of time, but let's get prepared now. First tip is this. I want you to understand something. And when I'm saying these things, don't take it to heart. Don't think that I'm being mean, ugly, and hateful. I'm being honest and blunt, because the transfer portal has not just changed in football. It has changed in basketball, women basketball, softball, track, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. So with that, I want you to prepare. So we're going to put you prepared, but with preparation, there may be some adjustments you may have to make, mental adjustments. Just because you're a star in high school, just because you're All-American high school, just because you are the man or the girl on your team now, understand this. When you go to the next level, everybody is good, not just you. Instead of 3 guys or 4 guys on your good high school team, when you go to D1, let's use D1. Everybody on the team is good. So the first tip is this. Understand this. You might not play right away when you get there. Now, coaches are going to tell you what you need, what you want to hear, and you're going to love everything they're going to tell you. But I'm preparing you because, hey, I walked that walk already. I know what it's like to be in the 11th hour before you don't know where you're going to school. So with that, I'm giving you some experience. Be prepared. Now, with that, I want you to understand, just because being prepared doesn't mean that you won't play. It also depends on a lot of different dynamics. So you might not play right away or at all. I'm giving you a story. I have a kid that made All-American his junior year, hit 400, led the district in stolen bases, had a great summer league, travel ball. Guess what? He wanted to go D1, and he was just about to go D1. But I had a little talk with him. I said, listen, go where you can play. So he went D2. He made the squad now, because there's 2 cuts. And we're going to talk about that on another day. But the key is this. He didn't play that much at all this year. He's not even playing that much. So I told him, hey, listen, that's one of the other tips I want to give you. So he is mentally prepared to not to play or to play. So need you to understand that. And there's a reason for that, which leads me to tip 2. The transfer portal, as I stated earlier, has changed everything. And the reason why it's changed everything, because college coaches' jobs are in hands, because the universities, especially in D1, they're investing a lot of money in these coaches. So if they're going to invest all this money, they have to produce wins. Not saying that an 18-year-old, 19-year-old is not good. I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to get you prepared, because at the end of the day, the coaches or the head coaches or recruiting coaches, they are going to grab the guys that are older and more experienced. Now, you still might get recruited, But remember, you might be a project or you might step up depending on what the needs are because things change all the time. You just got to be ready. Get ready, stay ready, and be ready. So tip two was the transfer portal change everything, and coaches are grabbing the older guys with more experience to win right away. Doesn't mean you won't play. I'm just saying you might not. So get prepared. Tip three. This is one that people really don't know about baseball. Um, unless you're going to a school that is in desperate needs and they are going to give you tons of money. And tip three is this: scholarships are not fully guaranteed. The scholarships are not fully guaranteed. That's tip three. So just because you sign on the dotted line when you first get there, now remember there's going to be a trial base. You're going to go through some things. That's called fall baseball. That's basically boot camp for the young guys. Now, you might make the squad. Not saying you won't, but you might make the cut. But remember, scholarships are not guaranteed. They can give you X amount of dollars in the beginning. And then when you don't make the team or you don't cut the mustard or you don't hustle or you are underperforming, they can nip it. They can. Because really their season doesn't really start until spring. Just trying to prepare you. That's tip three. So it might be reduced or they might pull it, depending on your performance, academically and athletically. So you want to make sure you got that tip. Tip four. This is the tip that most guys do not like doing. It is redshirting. Redshirting is a common thing in D1. It's common. Even the great guys, D1, they may redshirt. So with that being said, that means redshirt. What does redshirt mean, coach? Well, that means you may be sitting out that whole year. So let me give you an example. There's a kid that has blazing speed. He can play, hit the ball decent, had a great arm, and he going to this D1 school. Well, I talked to the coach here recently, and I said, "What? He's a Juco. He's a transfer, so he's a Juco. He's a little older guy, so he fit the script." But what happened was after fall baseball, he got hurt. He got hurt, so they had to cut. They cut it a little. They cut him. So with that being cut, he's still on the team, but he redshirted. So that's called a medical redshirt. So redshirt is a common thing. So be prepared for that. You might get redshirted. So that's tip four. So you got to be prepared. And also know that it's a business. You're getting grants and you're getting loans, but it's a business for the industry, for the university, especially in D1. They got all these pretty beautiful things. They got a weight room, they got a spa, they got all you can eat food. You eat the best food. You eat steak, lobsters, all that stuff. You're paying for that. Don't think that you're just going to the school and nobody's paying for it. That's how you get paid. And also they got TV contracts. So remember that D1. That's why it's called D1. And we went over tip one, tip two, tip three, tip four. Now we'll go over tip five. Tip five. Remember this. Here's one here. Tip five. Rosters are not unlimited. Okay. Remember I said earlier that sometimes scholarships can be cut. Also remember that rosters are not unlimited. So things have changed since the transfer portal has come around and the NIL has come around. Yes. So remember, you are there on a mission to make the team. But if you're mentally prepared for all these things, you will make the team somehow, some way. But remember, when you're going up there with a positive attitude, even though we know that rosters are unlimited, because there's only so much financial aid and aid can be done. And I'm not suggesting anyone to go into debt. but some people will, depending on the circumstances. But I'm letting you know that the rosters aren't unlimited. There's only going to so many people going to be on there. So with that, there are going to be some walk-ons, and be prepared for that. Now, with that being said, let me give you one little caveat. Some D1 schools, some D2 schools, and some NAIA schools. This is what they do. They have a second team. They call it the developmental team, the JV team. Just like it's in high school, there's also some in D1, D2, and NAIA. Now, I don't know about D3, but I'm letting you know this. So there's always a will and there's a way. I'm telling you this because this is something that I educate my players on. Get ready, stay ready, and be ready. Get ready, stay ready, and be ready. So if anything goes down, you're not caught offhand. You know what to do. You know what to do. Tip one, you may not play all in the beginning. You might not play right away. Remember that one. That's tip one. You may not play right away, or you may not play at all. Now, remember, it's a new day. Think about the player. Think about the roster. Tip two, transfer portal has changed everything. So that means the coaches are grabbing the older guys, the guys that come right in and play immediately. Now there's some coaches that have a developmental. Now, some coaches are like that, but I'm just preparing you for the worst. You expect the best, but prepare for the worst. So transfer portal changes everything. Some coaches are trying to get the older guys play right away because their job may be in jeopardy. That's a tip. Tip three, again, I'm giving it to you again. Scholarships aren't fully guaranteed. They can change. So if you drop the ball, get into trouble, or, for example, don't have the grades, they may cut you. Or they may not just cut you. They may cut some of your financial aid and use it for someone else that's making the team. Tip four, redshirting is common. So if you know that you're not going to play, I'm asking you to think about this hardly. Think about this hard and long. Talk to your parents, pray about it, ask a mentor, whoever the case may be. Or you can DM me or send me a reply. I can help you with that. I'll give you some answers. I've got a program for you. And I'm not just saying it to say that, but redshirt is common, and it's not a bad thing. That means you will sit out a year, but prepare. You always get ready, stay ready, and be ready. And the last one was, I told you before, remember, rosters aren't unlimited. That means they can only have so many people on the roster. You need to find that out. Ask questions so you'll know what to be prepared for. Now, remember, there's walk-ons as well. Preferred walk-ons. There may be other walk. That's another conversation for another day. But this is Coach Larry, and I want to make sure that you understand what we talked about today. This is to help the upcoming 2026 high schoolers coming out. So today's topic was learn what high schoolers need to prepare for. This is what we need to prepare for 2026. Those are 5 tips. Coach Larry, you have any questions, feel free to, I'll be glad to reply back to your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that bell for notifications. Hey, have a great day. As I say all the time, get ready, stay ready, and be ready. Bye-bye.